And I can remember him just wanting to stay on that 85, try to get a team green ride. That was always like, I want a team green ride. And never could quite get the team green ride done.
I heard that you guys actually prank called him one time and said he had one.
You know, Teddy, I could see Teddy doing that.
Okay.
Because Teddy was ruthless. He was like our big brother that picked on us, that didn't like us little kids. You know, we all looked up to him still.
Oh, okay.
Teddy was quite an incredible racer.
Yeah, there's these stories I think Ryan Dungey has told. He would go out to ride, he'd come back and say, dude, they called again. You missed the call again.
No, we used to give him a hard time, for sure. Ryan was one of those kids that, just like you see on TV in the interviews, he's just a super nice guy. And sometimes too nice for his own good.
We're underway here with these little boys on the 65s. And Jimmy ran it down. As we go into this final set of motos, we're going to see who can handle the pressure right down to the end. Cade Johnson with the hole shot on the 17. Been dialed in with the starts, man. He's got a whole bunch of them, but quickly rocketing into the lead. we are.
Tim Cotter in here on the final day.
Go on with the right time. Well, you guys are late all the time. Now tighten up around here.
Yeah, guys, I've been here since 6 in the morning. Right. Oh yeah, I know. Hey, well, we had to celebrate last night, and Tim Cotter, he handed me this big old cigar, and he's like, "You better smoke that whole thing, son. You're never gonna smoke cigars again after you smoke this entire cigar in one breath."
So you got your entire life quotient.
It was like when you know, the parents see a kid smoking a cigarette, makes him smoke the whole pack so he never smokes again. That was Tim Cotter last night. He saw me smoking a cigar. He made me smoke 17 cigars last night in a row.
That seems to me to be the opposite strat. You now are craving nicotine. You're up here chewing 17 pieces of Nicorette gum.
You know, Tim Cotter's old school. He likes to enforce. And as we just saw, he inspired Ehab on the final day and told him, doesn't matter what you did before that, you will get no pay.
Nope. If you don't get that Dukes of Hazzard Dixie horn out before they get to the first turn, you're done. Now, the battle is perfect. Cade Johnson and Drew Adams are the ones that want to win this title, and Johnson got the whole shot, but Drew Adams quickly got around him. That's the good news for Drew Adams leading this moto. The bad news is he's sitting on 2-6 scores coming into this. So Adams has got to try to win this one, go 2-6-1, and hope that Cade Johnson goes backwards. And unless my eyes are deceiving me, I no longer see Johnson with this lead pack. He got the whole shot, and the bell helmet's $100, but where is he? Got the little bikes bouncing across the line, got that Super Mario sound going here. Where is Cade Johnson? We got problems.
That is not good because Cade, we got guys like Enzo Timmerman that went 11-2, and now he's sitting on 13 points. That can so easily happen in this last.
Put this headset on here, Jimmy. You're going in and out. Not sure what happened to that microphone. Ehab's been fired, so he can't provide any assistance. Whoa, Drew Adams getting major head shake there, bouncing that Cobra around. It's the handlebars, not the head. He's good. Head and neck is fine. He's headed into the long short shoot. Here comes Luke Fowler trying to track him down from second place. Blake Presty coming through in third. Cade Johnson is ninth. So Cade Johnson had the whole shot, must have went down. I saw him in second, and then suddenly he was off the radar. So Cade Johnson is in ninth. He's going to need to pass at least 3 bikes to hold on and win this title. A 1-1-6 would beat Drew Adams, who would have a 2-6-1. Not going to be easy. So the number 17, the pressure is on. He's got to move forward. So it's all on the line right now. Cade Johnson, there you see him on the 17, that white Husqvarna trying to make moves around the outside. Rider that he's got the beat on is the 21, Enzo Temmerman. No slouch either. Oh! Well, he got a good break there because Temmerman just dumped it in that corner.
That is a nice little gift because Timmerman is fast, obviously. He got second in moto number 2, so that would have been a hard pass for him to put on.
Yeah, he was one of the fast guns in this class. Meanwhile, we got Derek Garcia, who is now taken over as our soundboard as Ehab has been fired. This is now the 173rd job that Derek has had throughout the week here at Loretta's. Yep, bad news is Derek doesn't realize he's got trash cleanup as job 174.
Last night he was having to babysit the announcer.
That was 172.
That was his job. He's a babysitter. He was babysitting me.
Ehab has snuck back into the tower. Tim Cotter's gone. He's come back in. He's pulling the George Costanza. He's going to say, oh, I thought that was a joke. I didn't think I was really fired. As you watch the 17 of Cade Johnson making moves, let's get the tail of the tape when they come through the line. Does he have enough positions already to get back in control of this championship? Cade Johnson is now in.
Johnson just glowing around the track today in that fluorescent 7 gear.
Yes.
Making moves, though. He's already sitting only 1 point behind Drew Adams for this title.
Hey, my bad. That wasn't Temmerman that went down. That was a different rider. So, might have been Ryder Thompson on the 57. So he still does have to pass Temmerman, and he is still not in control of the championship. He needs 2 more passes. He needed 3. He got 1. Good news, he's got them all right in front of him. So the opportunity is definitely there for Cade Johnson.
So that wasn't quite the gift we thought it was a lap ago when that rider fell in front.
Yeah, Temmerman's going to be tough.
Cade Johnson, because Timmerman's going to be one tough customer. You know that Timmerman's going to want to take home a medal at the ranch. He's got a medal already, but he wants that gold. Everybody's chasing that gold medal here in Moto number 3. 65, 7-9 class, limited.
He's trying to hop all those Koopa Troopas right in front of him. Yeah, he gets those pennies. I don't even know what they do. He's got to save the princess.
All he's finding is green shells, though. He wants that red shell. He wants to lock in on the lead.
All right, we're good. We're good. All right. Let's get back to it. Degar is drunk with power. He's got the control of the board now. He can't be stopped.
He rules.
He's drunk with
right
power.
Now.
Yep. Absolute power has absolutely corrupted him. Let's get Ehab back in here. Cade Johnson, yeah, Enzo Temmerman, I believe, is making tracks toward the front. Cade Johnson just trying to follow him through. Drew Adams out front. The Chattanooga Choot Drew, who won a 50 title yesterday, could win on a 65 today if it ended like this, but it might not because Cade Johnson is still moving forward. And as I mentioned, as far as I know, only 2 times have we seen a rider win on a 50 and a 65 in the same week. Very hard to do.
It was probably Adam Cincerillo was probably one of those guys.
It
I
was,
would just have to guess.
Jet Reynolds, shocker.
Jet Reynolds, maybe Michael Lessie.
Yeah, Millsaps.
Millsaps.
Yeah. Millsaps and Jet Reynolds, I believe, are the only 2 guys I know of that were able to do that. Win on a 50 and a 65 in the same year. And Drew Adams right now would have it. But Cade Johnson keeps moving up.
That was the thing, though. There used to be multiple 50, 7 to 8 classes. Like there was a stock class and a mod class. So those kids were able to race 2 classes, which is the limit here at Loretta's, on the same motorcycle. Now, if you want to ride 2 classes and you're on a 50, you're going to have to hop up onto that 65
I see.
bike.
So the opportunity is there every week. Oh, they're drunk with power again. Running these sound effects. You can tell it's gotten a lot more intense out here now, though. It's a lot more intense as we reach the 8-minute mark of this moto. There's 17 of Cade Johnson. Almost tipped it over in that rut. Enzo Temmerman, look at that, Jimmy. Enzo Temmerman has pulled away from him. They were battling for a while. He's put a couple riders between himself and Cade Johnson.
Enzo Temmerman cuts through the pack a little bit better than Cade Johnson right now, but it's going to take a lot for Enzo Temmerman to put himself in this championship fight, because right now he's sitting on 16 points, and it looks like Cade Johnson is on 9.
It's still on the line. Kay Johnson has still not made that last pass that he needs to get. He's got William Canaguire all over him, too. Canaguire not going anywhere. There's a chance that he could get past and lose ground. Right now, Kay Johnson, is it enough? Yeah, he's gotten to 8. This last time around, he made the pass he needed to make, but he's got riders right over him. Talk slower. Drew Adams into the 10 Commandments, leading this one on the number 30. He's now been bumped back to second in the standings. There's Enzo Temmerman making moves here on the 21. You see that orange KTM out of the 10 Commandments. He wants to get Holland Russell to take over 3rd place. Yeah, no, we got the 93. That's Holland Russell. He's trying to hold off Enzo Temmerman for 3rd. We were showing Kay Johnson earlier. Looks like Enzo looking to score that podium finish. And he has actually pulled away from Kay Johnson now. Here's the pass attempt. This would be for the bronze. No. Holland Russell able to hold him off. So as I was saying, Kay Johnson, he's made enough passes now to have the championship by a point over Drew Adams. 5th place would be enough. Or sorry, 6th place in right now would be enough. He is trying to get into 5th place, but it appears that a 1:16 might get it done over Adams, who has a 2:61. So Adams is going to rue that 6th place in Moto 2. There is Kay Johnson. This could be the championship run. Had the whole shot, crashed, went back to about 9th place, and has steadily moved his way up. And that didn't go 9th to 1st or anything crazy, but 9th to 6th. Just trying to salvage it here. And a 6th place finish will be enough to get it done if he can hold on. Holland Russell still holding off. Enzo Temmerman for 3rd. Luke Fauser is in 2nd. 5 seconds in back of Drew Adams. Here we go around the billboards. Kay Johnson made up another spot. He got around Landon Gordon. He's now 5th. So this number 17 rider now has a 2-point bulge on Adams. So plenty of room to work with now.
Still pushing forward, though.
Yep.
Still pushing forward. And I like to see that out of a young rider because at the end of the day, his dad probably let him know on the pit board, like, you're good, you're safe, calm down. But you have to have that push forward. If you're feeling the flow, you do not want to disrupt that. You want to just keep on fighting. Oh, wow, feet off the pegs for Kay Johnson going in the 10 Commandments, but he still holds on to it. And he is just ripping the knobbies off of the back of that tire, letting it eat out here in the 3rd moto. And speaking of ripping knobbies off, if you guys need some new tires down at Cernix, they have discounts like crazy. Just taking another $5 off the tires. They do not want to go home with any. If you're looking for a freshy tire on the back of that bike, head down to Cernix. Get yourself some new Dunlops.
We'll finish up this moto. I think it's got to be closing in on it. And we've got John Light up here from Evans Waterless Cooling. We'll get him in a bit once we get through this 65-79. Ooh, that was a scary one. I thought that for a second that was a 17 of Johnson, your championship leader. It's 77. Luke Fauser in 2nd. Drew Adams leading. Holland Russell still holding off. Enzo Temmerman, who keeps putting the press on to try to get to 3rd. All right, I'll head down to the podium. You can hop on in here if you want, John, and I'll handle this 65-79. It could be the championship coronation for that man, Kay Johnson.
2 laps to go for Cade Johnson until he is going to be holding up that #1 plate as long as he does not run it into trouble. So he's got about 5 minutes left to go on this one with 2 laps. But right now we have John with Evans Coolant up here. John, tell me a little bit what you guys got going down there at Evans.
Hey Jimmy, thanks for the time here. We're set up down by the river, and what we have is a waterless coolant. It's different from regular antifreeze. It's a blend of glycols, same basic chemicals that are already in antifreeze, but no water. The boiling point's 375 degrees, and it doesn't make vapor pressure, so it's not boiling out while you're riding.
That's awesome. And this week at Loretta's hasn't been the hottest Loretta's we've seen, but it's known to be completely muggy, nasty, and humid. So is that something that really helps when those temperatures go up, that humidity, to keep that bike cool from steaming?
Yeah, the humidity doesn't come into it quite so much, but definitely the temperatures and any rain we have, like the other day when it rained, I mean, the bikes were steaming out, some of them were blowing up, and also just track watering. You know, this track, just the nature of it, it's always kind of deep, and it's a lot of stress on the machines, even on a nice day like this.
Yeah, kind of more so like when you ever get roosted and the dirt goes in the radiator louvers.
Yep.
And the bike can't breathe. So that stuff, that just basically will not allow your bike to steam up. As you see, as like you were saying yesterday when it was raining in the morning, bikes were smoking and steaming everywhere on the track.
Yeah, that's right. I had an engine builder come up at the day yesterday. And he had a bunch of riders out here.
Hey, Jimmy, you got John Light up there from Evans Waterless Coolant?
Yeah.
Yes, he's up here right now. We're talking with him. So go on, John.
Anyway, this guy had a bunch of riders. One of them was
time running out in this one.
One of them was running our coolant, and they were out there in the mud. And that rider with our coolant, when he hosed the bike off, he's like, all right, before we tear things apart, let's see where we are. He opened up the radiator cap, and it was full to the top. And he was just like, I was amazed because I knew that everything else was going to be fine. It didn't get too hot because it was being cooled, and so he had to come by and really grill me about the details. But that's what it is keeping liquid in the engine, because when you boil it out and you have nothing, then you're blowing up.
Yeah, for sure. Even if the bike, even if you do start to cool down or whatever, and you can rip that mud out of the louvers, you've still lost the coolant at the end of the day. Well, it's great to have you up here, John. You want to hang out? We're going to close out the end of this 65-7-9, but great to see John up here. And Evans Coolant has been here all week, and you guys are still here, right?
Oh yeah, you know,
to buy product.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm set up. If somebody wants their bike converted over, I'll just do that quick for them. You got to get the water out. It's not that hard. But anyway, I just want to say Loretta's is just such a great venue. Not just for us and the conditions, but just in general. I have a good time here this week, and it's really great to see all the youth riders coming up. It's the future of the sport, and you know, it's just great to see them grow.
That's awesome, John. Thank you for stopping by and explaining your product, Evans Coolant. You guys need to go down to Vendor Row and check that out. But right now, we are in our final lap of the 65-7-9 limited class, and Cade Johnson having an excellent run in this one. Right now, our Racer TV cameras are following Drew Adams, who is out front winning it. And we haven't talked about Drew Adams very much. He hasn't been on camera much this race, but he has been riding phenomenal. But we have a battle for the lead right now with Hall and Russell with about 2 quarters to go. So right now, it's Adams out front and Russell in second as they launch through the Kawasaki banner into the sand. And it seems to be like Drew Adams has found just another gear in these last couple corners, and he is going to have a nice cushy lead going into the final turn on his number 30 Cobra ride. But Holland Russell on that Husqvarna number 93 putting up a heck of a fight towards the end. But it is going to be Drew Adams on that 30 Cobra who's going to take the final Moto win, throw some gold around his neck. He is going to have a second place overall in this championship to go along with his championship that he had in the 50cc 7-8 class. So Drew Adams, he's going to have another year in this class next year, so you know that he's going to be ready to go out there and be on the top step of the podium when Cade Johnson moves out. in 2018. So Drew Adams, one heck of a ride out there in this moto. It's going to be Drew Adams with the win. Holland Russell second. Luke Foster in the third spot. Enzo Timmerman having a great ride from the back of the pack, coming in the number 4 spot. Rounding out your top 5, it's going to be Cade Johnson, your champion on the number 17 Husqvarna. We're going to head down to the Race Tech podium and talk with Weege, because he is going to talk to our podium finishers in this moto.
We got it. First, we're going to talk to our moto winner. He almost got a second championship this week, but I'll tell you what, for a 50 rider, battling it out for moto wins on a 65, that's still pretty darn good. Let's hear it for Drew Adams. That was solid, man. You got to feel happy about how well you rode this 65.
I got to feel happy, yeah.
What happened there in that second moto, man? You came up short of the championship. What happened in that one?
I came off to a really bad start, and then I got up to second, and then I crashed, and I was trying to get past Holland, and I couldn't.
You'll be back next year to try to get this number 1 plate in the 65?
Yep.
Who do you want to thank, Drew?
Mom, Dad, Jesus, EBR, Cobra, Dunlop, Moto X, Bell 100%, Axo, Roos, Bell Ray, Pro Taper, Moto C, Tyson Tinnick, H&H Power Sports, Brian McDonald, Donnie Brown, and everybody that I forgot. Thank you so much.
There it is, folks. Chattanooga Choo-Choo, Drew Adams, scoring the moto win. And remember, he got a 50 title yesterday, so he's had a great week, and he's got that red hair, so he's going to be a fierce one through the years. Good job, Drew, but we do need to bring the number 17 machine on up. We'll take the number 30 off. And I got to get a couple things done here because our champion did not make the podium in this moto. Let's bring up our second and third place finishers. And moving up, had him in third for a lot of it, but he ends up taking second with the silver medal. Come on, right here in the center, Holland Russell. Well, at one point they were pressing you to try to take that podium away, and then you actually moved up to second. How did that happen? Did you make a late race move, make some moves?
Yeah, I made a late race move. I was trying to figure the track out, and I finally got a good line.
Awesome. Here, just move forward here a little bit. We got to just give some room behind you. Who do you want to thank, Holland?
My mom, my dad, my grandparents, SGB, Jimmy Weiner.
All right, Holland Russell, let's hear it for him. Good job with the silver. And Luke Fauser going to hold on here to a bronze. Luke Fauser. How'd it go, Luke?
Good.
We'll work on that. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Dunlop for getting me out of the whole shot good. KTM Orange Brigade, 60 Answer, Garnet, Lynx Racing, PR2, and all the other ones I forgot.
Luke Fauser, third place in the 65. And now digging deep to score a championship. Come on up. A little bit scary here for a moment. He had the whole shot, then he went back to ninth, but he was able to hold on to it. Climb back through with a top 5 in this moto. He is now your champion of the 65. Let's hear it for Cade Johnson.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
All right, that is awesome. And yes, the Bell Helmets whole shot award. Mom wants a picture. All right, hold them up again, Cade. That's the most important fan you've got. Mom wants the picture. Ah, no worries. There's about 30 other people trying to do the same thing up there. Just keep on smiling. Let's see how much endurance those cheeks have got. All right, Cade. Whole shot, looking good. Then what happened?
Well, I was going into a rut, and number 16 passed me, and then I kind of lost my legs, and I just lost a lot of passes in that corner.
Were you worried you weren't going to get it back?
I was actually really worried because I was pushing so hard, and I was barely making any moves.
Yeah, they're fast kids in this class. Did you know that you had it when you crossed the finish line? Did you know you had the title?
Yeah, because my dad and me made signals at the starting line.
Oh, some signals. I like it. Okay. So 5th place, you get it done. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Marty Painter, Underdime Action, 9 Days, 60, JMC Power Sports Packs, Mika Metals, DT1 Filters, Vertex Pistons, Pivot Works, my sister, my grandma, my grandpa, my mom, my dad, Dynamic Designs, and that's it.
There it is, a come-from-behind charge and a championship. Cade Johnson. And here is Mike from the AMA. Oh, we'll flip you. Hang on, buddy. And Mike Pelletier from the AMA will present the #1 plate. That's a lot of hardware. He is your national champion in 65. Send it back to the tower.